Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating exploration of independent thinking versus being told what to think. So buckle up, engage your critical thinking cap, and let's dive in. Have you ever found yourself nodding along to an idea you completely disagreed with just because the person saying it sounded confident? It's a trap we've all fallen into at some point. But here's the thing. Blindly accepting what we're told without questioning it can lead us down some pretty bizarre paths. Take the story of the woman who followed her GPS directions so faithfully that she drove straight into a lake. Now, I'm not saying we should disregard all advice and navigation systems, but it does highlight the importance of engaging our own critical thinking skills alongside external input. So, how do we strike that delicate balance between thinking for ourselves and learning from others? Well, it's a bit like being a DJ at the world's most eclectic dance party. You've got to mix your own unique beats while also taking requests and blending in crowd favorites. Let's start by looking at the value of independent thinking. When we think for ourselves, we're more likely to come up with creative solutions and innovative ideas. It's like adding your own secret ingredient to a recipe. It might just take that dish from bland to brilliant. But independent thinking isn't just about coming up with groundbreaking ideas. It's also about developing the ability to question and analyze the information we're presented with. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with news, opinions, and advertising, it's crucial that we're able to filter out the noise and get to the heart of the matter. According to a study by the Stanford History Education Group, a whopping 82% of middle school students couldn't distinguish between sponsored content and real news stories. That's a concerning statistic, and it highlights the importance of teaching critical thinking skills from a young age. But let's not forget the value of learning from others. As the old saying goes, if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. We don't have to reinvent the wheel every time we encounter a problem. Often, someone else has already grappled with a similar issue and come up with a solution we can learn from. The key is to approach learning from others with a critical eye. Just because an idea comes from an expert or authority figure doesn't mean we should accept it without question. It's important to consider the source, look for evidence to support their claims, and think about how the information fits with our own knowledge and experiences. Take the example of the famous Milgram experiment. In this study, participants were told by an authority figure to administer increasingly painful electric shocks to another person. A shocking 65% of participants continued to administer the shocks even when the other person was screaming in pain, simply because the authority figure told them to continue. This experiment highlights the dangers of blindly following authority without engaging our own moral compass and critical thinking skills. It's a sobering reminder of the importance of questioning and thinking for ourselves, even in the face of pressure from those in positions of power. But thinking for ourselves doesn't mean we have to go it alone. In fact, collaboration and the exchange of ideas can be incredibly valuable. When we engage with others who have different perspectives and experiences, it can challenge our assumptions and help us see things in a new light. The key is to approach these interactions with an open mind and a willingness to learn. It's not about winning an argument or proving that we're right. It's about expanding our understanding and considering new possibilities. Of course, thinking for ourselves isn't always easy. It can be tempting to just go along with the crowd or accept what we're told without question. But the rewards of independent thinking are well worth the effort. When we think for ourselves, we develop a stronger sense of self and a greater confidence in our own abilities. We're better equipped to navigate the complexities of the world and make decisions that align with our values and goals. And the benefits extend beyond just our personal lives. Independent thinking is crucial for a healthy democracy and a thriving society. When we have a population that is engaged, informed, and willing to question and hold those in power accountable, we're better able to tackle the challenges we face and create positive change. So how can we cultivate our independent thinking skills? One key is to develop a habit of curiosity. When we approach the world with a sense of wonder and a desire to learn, we're more likely to ask questions, seek out new information, and challenge our own assumptions. Another important skill is the ability to evaluate sources of information. In the age of social media and fake news, it's crucial that we're able to assess the credibility and reliability of the information we encounter. This means looking for reputable sources, considering the evidence presented, and being aware of potential biases or conflicts of interest. It's also important to practice active listening and seek out diverse perspectives. When we engage with others who have different backgrounds and viewpoints, it can help us see issues from new angles and develop a more nuanced understanding of complex topics. Ultimately, the goal is to develop a healthy balance between independent thinking and learning from others. It's not about being a lone wolf or rejecting all external input. It's about engaging our critical thinking skills, questioning assumptions, and being open to new ideas while also staying true to our own values and experiences. And remember, developing these skills is a lifelong journey. It's not something we master overnight, but by cultivating a habit of curiosity, seeking out diverse perspectives, and practicing active listening and critical evaluation, we can become more effective thinkers and engaged citizens. So the next time you find yourself nodding along to an idea without really considering it, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this something I truly believe, or am I just accepting it because it's what I've been told? And if you're not sure, don't be afraid to dig deeper, ask questions, and think for yourself. And that's our exploration of independent thinking versus being told what to think. I hope this episode has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to flex your critical thinking muscles. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. Join me next time as we dive into another fascinating topic and continue our quest to understand all. Until then, stay curious, keep questioning, and never stop thinking for yourself.